Oh, hey, welcome back to Heart Circle Homestead. I brought my lovely assistant here. She's really wanting to be here. I think the dog just jumped in the car. Dog, what are you doing? We're putting some board and batten up, and I need to go cut a board. So now we're going to do another Sawmill Saturday. It's actually Saturday today. And go find our board so we can cut a 1x10, or we actually need a 1x9, and we'll video the entire process. Ready? Ready, Lisa? This will be fun.
I'm gonna go for a jog.
Alright, so here we are. We take this one. This is like 24-ish. Get skinny in. No chance of me getting this one out of there. 14. 14, but that one's curvy. That's way too big. Get this one. Or, I think we might try this one. What do you think, Lisa? 24 inches. We've got this nice width on the side.
I like it. Yeah.
I think it'll be fun to watch.
Definitely challenging.
It'll be the biggest log we've loaded so far. And it's got the split, so if we screw it up, it's not too big of a deal. This me, or this like 8-foot thing just doesn't seem like 8 foot out here. But this is 8 feet right here. 8 feet from there to there.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Alright, well, we can grab the little chainsaw and start it up. I don't know if this will cut it. Here we are, we forgot and hit the mute button on our audio, so now you get my sass. I'm saying something along the lines of, you don't need an actual chainsaw, just use the little 18-volt Milwaukee. It'll work out for you. And I hadn't sharpened it probably 2 or 3 trees since I've cut it up. So, we'll see how this goes. Surprisingly, the Milwaukee is working pretty well on this tulip poplar. But I have a 16-inch bar on it, and it's a 24 to 26-inch tree, so it doesn't reach all the way through, so that was part of the challenge. But I really didn't want to go and get the steel 441 because it was all the way down the hill and way too far away. And apparently my camera person has an affinity for recording the dog, so there's the dog. Getting the strap set up for the tree before we get to go, just so we won't have to move it once it falls. Here I am going back and forth trying to make my cuts line up because I don't have a bar long enough to go through there. But I kind of wanted to prove that it was possible with the Milwaukee M18. Plus that chainsaw is just great for stuff like this, where you don't really want to get the big chainsaw out. Yeah, it'd probably be faster, but you have to put oil or put gas in it and all that other junk. This one, I just keep it in my pickup and it's good to go for almost everything that I use it for. The one complaint I have is that with the one 12 amp hour battery and a not sharp chain, I can't always get through everything. Here it overheated, or it's going to overheat in a little bit because I'm pushing it a little too hard, but I checked after we were done with this and there's still 2 bars of the battery left. It just overheated in the middle of this cut. And some more pork chop chewing on trees. So here we go. It's almost cut. Kind of worried about it dropping on me. As you can tell, that thing's struggling a little bit. But it cut through the entire tree. There we go. There's where the battery dies. It already made it through the tree. It just, there was a couple things hung up on it. So I went and grabbed a 5 amp hour battery. Pork chop is over there, hoping to get back into the car because it's winter and cold out, and he really just enjoys the car. Yeah, I'm sure it's safe to straddle the tree and then chainsaw vertically, but it is what it is. So now I'm just cutting up that last little bit that's hung up with the 5 amp hour battery. It'd be really nice to have two 12 amp hour batteries. I could cut pretty much anything I needed at that point. I'm really impressed by how well this chainsaw has worked. I'm sure there's a better way. I was slightly concerned about the tree falling on me when I was cutting on that side, but I didn't really have a better option and I didn't know what to do with it. So there, I cut most of the way, and then I went back to this side to get the last of it. This tree, whenever they fell it putting in the road, has a big crack down that side, a down part of it, so there we go. Here I'm explaining to you that Milwaukee chainsaws way more better than their steel equivalents, which is actually not true at all. If I was actually cutting a decent amount of trees, I would break out the real chainsaw, but for only onesie twosie projects, that's the way to go. And Pork Chop heard me open the door. He's like, let me in. I really want to go into the car. What? You're leaving? So the way we skid these logs is that we just use the pickup to skid them across the driveway. I was initially going to just pull from this side with the winch, which is why the tree set up the way it is, or the sawmill set up the way it is. It's set up so that if we pulled these out and flipped them 90 degrees, they would just pull straight onto the sawmill. But after getting it all set up, that turned out to not be the best way to go about this. If I was to re-put the sawmill out again, I would turn it orthogonal to the way it is now, or 90 degrees the other way, so that way I can just roll from here straight down onto the sawmill. But given that the sawmill is where it is now and I don't have a good way to move it, it's going to stay until I build another frame for it, which I have to sawmill a bunch of wood so I can do that. Also, that pile of wood right there is really in the way and it needs to move. So I looked this up afterwards, and this is a 24-inch tulip poplar, so it should be around 1,000 pounds if it was fully circular. So probably 800, 900 pounds this way. So there it goes, rolling down the hill, and I don't have a good way to stop it. I didn't really plan on that, so I got it stopped, and now I just have to figure out how to turn it to get it back onto the sawmill. So that's always a fun adventure, and Pork Chop enjoys chewing on the black birch stickers that we have in that pile. Well, here's our newest problem. We have log there, stump there, something else there. We gotta get it up here. I really should buy the cover for this thing. Probably will when I buy the blades. So we gotta turn that thing sideways somehow.
Also, your wife is cold.
Also, apparently my videographer's fingers are cold.
Need gloves.
So, yeah, we'll set this thing up. It looks like we accidentally muted the last section, so you get a voiceover when you're watching this, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here's what I got set up. I have the pickup over here, tied off on that tree, which is really low, but down to here, and we're going to pull it up to this stump and see what happens. In theory, at least. I have no clue what's actually going to happen. Didn't actually do too bad. Now I got to move this point over here somewhere. Alright, so here's the newest setup. Car over to the tree, and then back to here. I don't know what to do with this stump. I don't know what to do with this pallet. I can move the pallet. The stump, I don't know what we're gonna go with. We'll see if anything breaks. I doubt it. Should just pull it right over.
That works. We'll just push the pallet out of the way. That stump might be in my way. I don't think there's 8 feet between there. Now all I have to do is figure out how to turn this thing 90 degrees. Or orthogonal if you actually want to be in 3-dimension space. Let's see if I can walk you through this. Really what's happening is I put the snatch block down there before I started thinking and it was going to pull the wrong way, so I threw another one in. But we go from winch over here, up to the tree, down to the point, over to here, and then back to that point. So if I did the calculation, which is just make stuff up as I go correctly, I should be pulling from there and it should twist on me. Or I'm wrong. All of these are options. Except for I have a pull right there. Is it gonna twist? Because it's pulling forward. There we go, now it's twisting. It's gonna push. I need to put a brace on the backside of this so it doesn't move that. Okay, now I have the super high-tech brace in place so the sawmill won't move. I need to get it to twist. Come on, baby, twist. You're gonna twist. Surprisingly, it worked. Now, problem is, I need it to move towards me about, let's see, 4 feet that direction. And there's nothing to pull off of over there. Well, what happens if I keep pulling? Or if I take this snatch block out right now, maybe it'll just pull directly over. We'll try that. I should probably move the log stand off here. Okay, so I pulled the intermediate snatch block out. That shouldn't have been there in the first place. And now, hopefully, when I do this, it pulls it over. I need something right here to brace it. Ah! How am I going to do this? I need to stop that from going that way. I guess I could put another... I got something in here. I don't even... Okay, so here's what I come up with, which will probably make riggers cry, or they'll tell me I'm a genius. One of those two. Okay, this is what I've come up with. From the car to the tree to the snatch block sitting in the middle of nowhere, which is suspended by rope to that tree and rope by that tree, connected. Now, will it pull it over far enough, or am I just gonna make a big mess? Moment of truth. Too stretchy. Okay. Now that we've learned that, how do I make those less stretchy? Huh. Wonder. So now we know it's going to stretch that direction. Okay, round 3 of this. We moved it so it's further up there. So maybe it'll work. I don't know. The easiest solution would have just been to move the pickup. And then I wouldn't have got to play with all the pulleys. This will actually work. So I can always roll it back down the hill. Oh yeah, look at that. Almost like I don't know what I'm doing. And to all the riggers who might be watching this, yeah, you probably had a better solution. But hey, it worked, kind of. Now I just gotta roll this thing down. Okay, here we go. Coming up. I'm gonna have to fix the pull point as soon as it gets around, I think. Boop. Realign it, and here we go. Riggers of YouTube, let me know this is a bad idea. I put just pulling from the middle of this, but I only had a really long rope, so I had to span it between a bunch. I was hoping it would pull in the middle. I guess it kind of is. Don't roll on me. Don't roll. Oh, you stuck. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Why are you pulling more on that side? Okie dokie. Well, this is interesting. Okie dokie. Oh, it's hitting him there. So that just needs a little motivation here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Well, think it's gonna hit it. Yeah. We'll stop that. Well, oh, okay. So, might have to push it that direction a little bit. But we got it up there. It's really tight though. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we got it on here. Slightly terrifying because it tilted because there wasn't anything underneath over there. But that's what a 24-inch log looks like on the HM126. It's not even full 24 though because we got stuff cut off on the bottom. Huh.
Thanks for watching Hard Struggle Homestead. The next video should be me milling that up. And if you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe.